favorite. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, to this.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. So here is the punter, Matt Bosher, to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Check 52, come on. Watch the run.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. They'll roll him out right. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Wilson on target there to Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. 49 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, check. Switch it.
Now Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
The first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Flushed out right, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Procise. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. They go play action now. Wilson, he'll buy some time right. He'll run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. On first down, Procise. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down and 4, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. Running right, this is Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50, past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 77 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after here coming up. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. After the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Wilson to throw. Sliding out of the... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On first down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Jay South, Jay 59, ready.
On second down now, it's Freeman, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Check hot. No. Check safety. Hey, express. Shit.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Shoot. Deuce. Wait. 25. Check 25. Get out.
On second down, it's Freeman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready. March 49. 51, South. Check. Got it. 31. Watch the twist. Check 13.
Now it's Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right through. And that will knot us up at 10. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that takes us from second to third down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Kenyon Barner, deep for Atlanta. This is taken around the 12. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs...
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Trey Flowers picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Play action. It's Wilson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
We got this.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check 99. Check 99.
Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Check 24. Check 24. Patch it.
Third and long. It's Ryan. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Check. Pick me up. Here we go. 51, Sam. Hey, Charlie. Space.
On third down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Wait. Fresno. Check three.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go, D. Big C. We got to step it up. Quickstone travel. Hey, Tuesday. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the gun.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. They'll run on first down. Freeman able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
SOS. Hey, alert three.
Freeman again. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. A second down carry for Procise. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now a give right side. It's Carson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.
hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 20. And up to the 27-yard line.
Check 41. Here we go.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up. Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On third down, Carson, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. Buying time to his left. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson looking left side. He's got it. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw, Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 71 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I started with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, it's caught, block it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. To throw is Wilson. Off the play fake. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here's Wilson. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Watson with a give to Miller. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
49's the mic. Watch 49. I'm coming. I'm coming.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Off play action. Wilson. Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Off the play fake, Wilson. Now he'll escape to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. DeAndre Carter's deep for the Texans. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Motion.
Here's Watson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Hey, 59. Mike, shit. 33. Here we go. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Again, it's Watson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
No time now. Watch the pass.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They are going for it. Here's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Check 26, check 26. He's moving, boys, he's moving. Hey, check my down.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
it again with Miller. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Reset. 19. 49's a mic. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Check 43. Alert.
On first down, it's Miller. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Lucky. On your team.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Give me some. Here we go. Check. Say. Line up.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
Let's get this.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, 28 yards. And the Texans push further out in front.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Dancing to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Zach Cunningham with a pick.